Hi, I'm Aussie Bill, and welcome to episode 16 of Soccer in the City as we see how far we can take NYCFC in world football. And since last episode, where we were on quite the horrid run, you can see things have turned around a little bit for us, or quite a lot actually. What we did is we changed to the 5-3-2 formation. We've ditched the wingers, we've gone for an extra centre back and an extra striker, and you can see we've got 3 wins. First up, we had Montreal Impact. Now, we just about shaded this game. We got a little bit of luck, you can see, with an 89th minute own goal. We did go behind in this game, but David Villa drew us level. And then, as I said, the late own goal to put us ahead. It was a deflection on a shot, but I think we just about earned a little bit of luck. So it was a really much needed 3 points. Then we played Philadelphia. Now we scored with our only shot on target in this game, but defensively we look quite good. Now the big thing that's come out of this, you can see David Villa picked up an injury, as did Rodney Wallace. So that's not ideal, not being without our main goal scorer. But you can see we played Toronto FC, and did it matter? Not at all. This was more like it. We were unplayable at times. We need to work on our defensive set pieces. Both their goals were from conceded from set pieces. You can see Charlie Davies stepped up for David Villa and got 2. Matarrita, Harrison, and Callens with the others. 5-2 against Toronto FC, who was second in the league at the time. That was much more like it. This is the table, and you can see once again, much more like it. Only 3 points off the playoffs, or top of our division, I should say, into the playoff positions, which is nice. We've played a game less than a lot of the teams around us as well. Just those pesky Red Bulls, they're going to be tough, aren't they? And even in MLS as a whole, you can see we're pushing up the table. We've played games, we've got games in hands on most of those around us. So things are looking much better since the change of formation. And of course, for all those goals in between episodes, at the end of this episode, there will be a goals of the month. So make sure you stick around for that. But this is the team we are sending out to play against. Who are we playing? Orlando City and Chicago this episode. So this is for Orlando. And you can see Ludemo has also picked up an injury. So we're without 2 of our 3 designated players this game. David Villa should be back soon, though. He might even, no, he's probably Chicago might come a little bit too soon for him. This is the team we've got: Johnson in goal, Callens, Mina, and Chanel across the back, Allen and Matarrita going down the wings. Ring comes in for Ludemo with Parks because Zellem just hasn't been performing, so we've dropped him to the bench. Maxi Morales in behind Harrison. He can play as a striker. He has the attributes for it, so he comes in for David Villa. And of course, Charlie Davies, after his 2-goal heroics against Toronto, will continue up top. So this is the Orlando City team. Kaká still trucking along there. He must be ancient by now. What, 2018? Let's have a look at him. Yeah, the physical side of his game has deteriorated, hasn't it? 36 years old. Always be a danger though, won't he, Kaká? Let's see what we can do. We are on a good run of form here. Pick up where we left off. Show me what we can do to keep our run going. That has gone down like a sack of spuds, hasn't it? Oh dear. The old calm, we have faith. Okay, so we've eventually kind of pulled that around. All right, let's go and continue this run, guys. So hopefully we will sort of pick up from that Toronto FC performance. The big issue that I have with MLS is there's no reserve team fixtures. So, for example, we have Alexander Ring that's come in for this game for Ludemo. He has no match fitness, and there's no way to give it to him because there's no reserve games to play him in, which is a little bit annoying. But because you can only play 11 plus 3 off the bench, so it's really difficult, I'm finding, to get match fitness in for the players that aren't sort of in the first choice team. Oh, that's a decent ball across the box. Got away with one a little bit there. We have been working on defensive set pieces since the Toronto FC game. There's nothing more annoying than conceding set pieces. Here comes another one for us to defend, though. It's in. Oh, we've let him go. What is that? It's just poor. Let's give this a push forward. Maybe we'll try and always most vulnerable after you've scored. So we'll see what we can do here. But we've just let him go. That is just not good enough. So it looks like games that are actually visible to you guys. there's a theme developing here, isn't there? And we don't play well in front of the cameras, apparently. Who was it? It was Newcastle, I think, wasn't it, a few years ago, that whenever I think they had the reverse problem. They were terrible, and whenever they played on Sky, then they won the game. And I think we may be the reverse of that. Matarrita's done well there. Back for Callens, up for Alexander Ring. Nice ball for Keaton. Maxi Morales, look at this first touch football. Harrison, what can he do? No, he doesn't really have a man out there. He's kind of got stuck in two minds and ended up doing nothing, didn't he? Keaton's got the ball, crosses it in. It's well headed away. We've won that against good pressure. Morales, he's gone across the box for Matarrita. Matarrita has just absolutely stuffed it. And now we are being counterattacked. Good tackle from Callens. This highlight continues. Now, long highlights tend to lead to goals. I'm glad we have the ball and not them. Charlie Davies, what can he do? He did get a really good goal against Toronto. There's Harrison. Harrison! Oh, what? Is that a save? What a goal that would have been. Unbelievable save. I'm not sure if it was a save or crossbar, but what a hit as well. Chanot can't quite get onto that. Maxi Morales is there. What's he got for us? Maxi Morales never really looked like going in, did it? This is a little bit better, though. We have responded pretty well to going behind. All right, another chance here. Matarrita throw in for Ring. What can Ring do? Turns for Keaton. Keaton's not really many options. He's gone for Harrison. It's a decent run from Harrison. For Allen, can Allen pick out a teammate? No, he can't. And here comes the counter-attack once again. Oh dear. All right, let's see if we can just hold them up. Can we get to that? We just about can, but not. Kakar's nice ball for Dwyer. Just past. I think Johnson may have had that covered if it had been on target. But we're just not quite there this game, are we? That pre-game team talk I don't think helped. Certainly the initial reaction was a, what the hell are you talking about, boss? Toronto FC's taken the lead. Let's go with the demand more coming into halftime here. If we can, again, we're playing well. It's the defending that is letting us down. Callens has done well there. Can we get onto that? We can. Morales goes early up for Harrison. Go on, Harrison. He's only got just the 3 defenders against you. Oh, he's done brilliantly there. Can he beat another one? He can. Go on, Harrison. This would have been goal of the season, but a good save from the keeper. What a run from Jack Harrison. All right, come on, boys. Let's knock one in from the corner here. Matarrita. Oh, it's a decent ball. Kakar's there, though, to clear. I'd say go as far to say we've been the better team that half. That run from Jack Harrison was absolutely world class, but just can't quite finish it off. So we're going to have to go with I think a calm. I expect to see a better performance because I don't think we've been that bad. What we'll do is we'll do a couple of individual team talks here and then we'll come back for hopefully a more entertaining second half. Okay, a couple of minor tactical tweaks as well. We're going to play wider, try and open up the middle of the field if we have our wing back sort of on the chalk of the sidelines. It'll force, obviously, Orlando to either go out there and mark us, which will open up the middle of the field, or we'll have space out wide. And also, we're going to tell Sean Johnson to pass it out to the centre backs. We'll try and build from the back a little bit more. Charlie Davies. Now, we have a story with Charlie Davies. He's basically had a tantrum and has decided he's leaving at the end of the season, and there's nothing we can do to stop him, which is a little bit disappointing, if I'm honest, because if he'd waited a game, we were playing with 2 up top and he was starting. He did really well against Toronto FC, but I think we may need to maybe just look at getting rid of him. We'll bring Williams on for him here, see how he goes. But yeah, basically that's it. Charlie Davies has decided he's leaving the end of the season, which was probably the case anyway, if I'm honest. Chanot heads it clear. But yeah, I think a little bit like Matarrita, we've essentially got a sulking player for the rest of the year, which is not ideal. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what his problem is, if I'm honest. He just decided he was too good for us, which for a player that is in the twilight of his career is maybe a little bit misguided of him. Let's see if we can defend this. Callens is there. Callens and Chanot, they're really quality. Look at that. They're right on cue. Decent header out. Maybe not as clear as we would have liked it to be, and that is 2-0. What is going on with our team? Show some passion. We just couldn't get it clear, could we? Decent header from Callens, decent header from Chanot, and then we've just let a Spria, is it a Sprilla? Just walk in at the back post there. I think he knows, whoever, it must be Matt, it's probably Matarrita, isn't it? Moron. We're looking frustrated now, we're looking nervous. And we're just not playing well again. We were so good against Toronto FC. And when you see the goals of the month, Some of the goals we scored were absolute. Well, there's a goal for Morales! That came out of nothing, didn't it? Maxi Morales, decent ball across from Williams. This Williams could be anything. I'm really excited by him, but look at that for a finish on the volley, top corner. Pick that out of the net. That puts us back in the game. Now let's give it too late for praise there, I think, because it won't come till after this highlight, and God knows what happens from this highlight. There's Morales. That's a nice ball for Williams. Go on, Williams! Oh! Got to be scoring that, son. Got to be scoring. Let's give them some encouragement. This is looking a little bit better now. We're still looking nervous and furious and all sorts of things. Jack Harrison isn't playing well. He's not a striker, but without Villa, we kind of need him, and he has the attributes to play up there. I'm wondering if we play him. You know what we might do here? As I have a brainwave, let's see if we can play him from a wider position. We'll move Williams into the middle and play him as an inside forward. Or even, you know what might work is this, however you pronounce that. It's essentially a wide striker, so someone who kind of, think Henry back in the day when he first came into Arsenal, sort of played from the left and would cut in. He was essentially a striker that played from wide, and that's basically what that role is, was my understanding of it anyway. There's a decent ball from Williams, but it's cut out. We've got Keaton on the ball. He's found Harrison in a little bit of space. We've got two men in the box, more coming in. Go on, Harrison, what is that? What is that? All right, let's give this a push forward. Can we nick a late point here? This has just been so... Orlando's down the bottom of the Division 2. Good tackle from Callens. Keaton finishes the clearance. Harrison from cutting in from wide. We've got 2-on-2 here. Harrison, he finds Morales. Morales back to Harrison. Go on, son. Come on, Harrison. Go on, Harrison. Go on! Oh, another save from the keeper. Oh, if Harrison had his shooting boots on, we could have won this game. The corner comes in. It's not a great one from Matarrita. It's fallen to Harrison. Oh, another save from the keeper. How are we losing this game? All right, another corner. Matarrita, another poor one. Harrison, another chance. It's gone for Williams. Oh, hey! It's his first for the club, his first of many, I'm sure, for Williams, and we have come back from 2-0 down, and that is a good... He just looked like he was curling that inside the post. What a finish. Can we go and win it now? No, we can't, but that's okay. 2-0 to 2-2, and late goals. We'll take that. That's it. That feels like a win, doesn't it? But look at how have we not won that game. They've had 2 shots on target. They scored them both. We've had 21 shots on goal. Oh, it's just one of those games. And again, our defense has let us down. Shino hasn't had his best game. What can we say? It was a good comeback. There's no way around that. So there we go. We're still in those playoff positions. That's the key, isn't it? But it's so tight. Disappointing we couldn't get that win, though. We rescue a late draw. Morales shines, even if we fail to win. He was brilliant, wasn't he? He really stepped up. Let's go number of chances. I think that was probably where he's shone. But wait right there, guys, and we will be back for hopefully a win against Chicago. Okay, welcome back for Chicago. Now we can see here a win, and we could go within a point of second in the conference. A loss, and conceivably we could go last. It's unlikely, and even with the way fixtures play out, probably not going to happen. But we're only 3 points off bottom, so we really do need to be getting a win here against Chicago. This is the team we're going with. Pretty much the same team. I think it might actually be the same team. Johnson in goal, Callens, Mina, and Chino across the back. Matarrita and Allen going down the wings. Parks and Ring in midfield with Morales in behind Harrison and Davies. We're going to keep Williams on the bench if we need him. And also Bia. He's not fit to start. He is still got a little bit of a knock here. You can see the orange there. He's back in training in 2 days' time. But he's fit for the bench if and when we need him. But hopefully we won't need him. So we can see Chicago going with the 4-3-3, the old formation that we ditched, of course. So let's see here. Try to encourage. We should be winning this one. I don't like that. Let's give the fans a performance. Let's go some calm. We have faith. And, well, it's certainly gone down better than the last team talk, hasn't it? All right, come on, New York. I almost said come on Forest then, as I get my series mixed up. But let's see what we can do here. It is a big game, this one, isn't it? Because we can really start to push up towards the top of the division, or we can sort of continue to languish mid to lower table. It's good to have Villa back on the bench. That brings with it a little bit of comfort, doesn't it? Parks with an early booking. That's not what we want. We're not having much of the ball so far. Let's maybe give them a concentrate here when we can. It certainly isn't the early dominance that we have had in other games, even if we haven't necessarily been winning those games. Both our midfielders with early bookings. I don't like that. We do have Zalalem on the bench who we can bring on. Another set piece. Again, we've been working on defending set pieces. I think I left it on that. Maybe I tell a lie. Oh, no, 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 no. What are we doing? Concentrate, 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 boys. Sean Johnson, the commentary says, was beaten too easily. It's just look at the men unmarked over there. It's borderline offside. Yeah, Johnson didn't move at the near post. He should have done better. But again, only shot on target and we've conceded. Let's give this a push forward. Coming into half time here. Charlie Davies has made a lot of mistakes, so we might pull him off at half time. Again, look at this. We're having the shots on goal. We cannot finish. I'm gonna have to look at my pre-game team talks, I think, because they're clearly not working. So let's get assertive. Expect to see a better performance. I'm not even gonna bother talking to Charlie Davies. We're just gonna take him off. I'm not gonna bring David Villa on just yet. What we will do, play him as a target man on attack. What we'll do is, if we need to, we can look at taking off Harrison, I think, because he's not a striker. He's a winger that we have up there because Villa's injured, basically, and he's one of our better players. We're kind of pigeonholing him into the team because we're not playing with wingers. Now, here comes a set piece of our own. Can we get onto that? Chanot! It's there for Harrison! We pigeonholed him in the team, and he's popped up at the back post and could not miss, really, could he? 1-1 back in the game, seconds into the second half. Here we go. Can we get a second now? Chanot, it's there again for Callens! It's a corner. Off the line, it looks like. Matavita's corners are just not great, are they? He's putting him in the mixer, I guess, so we can't be too disappointed. Maxi Morales! Oh, is that another corner? No, it wasn't a good shot. We've absolutely exploded into this second half, though, haven't we? Let's see if we can keep this going. Can we give them some encouragement? We can. I don't like that Williams is looking nervous. He is only young. Is he 17, I think? Yeah, 17 years old. So, all right, now let's defend this, please. Let's launch the counter-attack. Schweinsteiger's gone across. Back to Swiney. Keaton's there. Oh, tackles on bookings make me nervous. I'm wondering if... Let's get rid of it, please. Oh. Well, we wanted to play out of the back. Not quite sure that's the perfect time to do it. Harrison's gone across. That's a horrid pass. Absolutely horrid. Back for Schweinsteiger. They've played it in behind us. Oh, dear. That is not what we wanted. Let's give it a push forward. That's a horrible pass from Harrison, and we've been made pay the price. Decent ball forward. Mina's just been caught, and there we go. All the good work from the early half undone, as we once again have conceded 2 goals from 3 shots. This is unbelievable. All right, so let's have a think about this. Parks isn't playing well. Let's bring Zalalem on. It gets rid of a booking as well. I'm wondering if we should be playing him as a defensive ball winning. We might just have too many men bombing forward. That could be the problem. Is it time for Villa? It probably is, isn't it? So let's bring David Villa on as well. And let's hope that we can rescue well, hopefully 3 points, but if not, at this point we would take a point, I think. Let's give them some encouragement. I don't understand how we're losing this game. 17 shots to 6. Unbelievable. All right, we need to have a proper go for this now. So let's go into tactics. Let's take it off structured. Let's go more fluid. We'll play wide. We'll raise this tempo up. We'll get stuck in. We'll close them down. We'll be more expressive. We'll roam from positions. We might just go a little bit more mixed on the passing as well. And see what we can do. 20 shots to 6 and we're losing this game. Unbelievable. Let's give it a push forward. This game can just be so frustrating, can't it? That's a horrid pass, but rings there. Mina's got a nice ball out there for Matarrita. Matarrita in for Williams. No, it wasn't a good pass again. Higher tempo, you might get a few more misplaced passes. Can we get to that? That was a heavy touch. Couldn't quite get there. Matarrita's got there that time, though. Go on, Morales. Win that. No. We just look second to everything. All the good work from those 3 games is just coming undone this episode, isn't it? It's looking as though it's going to be 1 point from 6. Zalalem's done well there, though. Can we launch an attack? David Villa, go on, son. We need you to step up for us here. He's gone across for Morales. Can Morales find a shot? He can, but it's a little bit more patience, you think, was needed there. I think there was Matarrita overlapping down the wing. All right, here we go. We're putting the pressure on. Zalalem back for Allen. Can he get across him? We should have Williams at the back post. It's there for Williams! Oh, straight at the keeper again. That looks like that could be it. 22 shots and we've lost a game of football. I don't... Unbelievable. We didn't deserve that. There is no way. We need to work on our finishing, obviously, but look at that. Everything other than possession, which means essentially nothing. And we've lost that game. Oh, it could well be one of those seasons. We have high expectations too. We should be winning that. Yeah, like I was saying, we have high expectations. So at some point, our job could be coming under threat here, because that's just not good enough, is it? 7th in the league. Unlucky in defeat. I would definitely say we're unlucky. Cabrera. This Atlanta, they want Jack Harrison, and they're not having him. To be fair, they're just not having him. But they're persistent. We'll give them that. But that's it for this episode, guys. Disappointing after those 3 wins, wasn't it? But let me know what you think in the comments. I think our performances are good. We just, as I said, we can't score and we can't stop other teams from scoring. Other than that, we're fantastic. We're a really good team. But we'll be back on Friday. We'll come back for probably end of the month. So Portland, Seattle, we'll come back and take on the the Northwest. So that should be good. We've got Seattle 6th. Portland 9th, so it's Western Conference. There's got to be a chance of some results there. We have to get some results because we're starting to lose touch. If you have enjoyed that episode, though, guys, make sure you're leaving a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe. It's going to be a challenging season, it looks like, but potential is definitely there, isn't it? So until Friday, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching, and here are some of our goals of the month for April. Take care. So